Hello and welcome to a new video on successful living. Today we're going to be talking about life planning. This is a topic that I wanted to talk about for the longest time, so I'm really excited to give you all the little details about why and how should you be doing your life planning. By the end of this video, you'll have the answer to the question of what is life planning, but also the answer to the question of why should I or should I do life planning. So what is a life plan? And why do you need it? Do you really need it? I think before I start answering these questions, I should mention a video that is about life planning again. A sentence in that video really made me open my eyes to this whole topic. The presenter said some people plan their summer holidays way longer than they actually plan their lives. They invest more time into that, and that just made me feel like we need to increase awareness about how important it is to have a plan, a blueprint for your life. So, what is a life plan? A life plan is essentially the blueprint, the way to your wildest, biggest dreams. The one that you will say, I had an incredible life just before you die. Life planning is essentially taking control of your future, but it's also creating and designing a life that you will love. We can also say that a life plan is the same thing as living intentionally. In my opinion, a life plan is essentially three things. The first one is a life vision. In order to prevent saying one day in the future when you're 50, 60, 80, and just wake up and say, how did I get here? Why did I get here? Where did I? How did I? You should have a life vision to prevent this one sentence from happening. You don't want to say, how did I get here? Why did I end up here? This is exactly why you should have a vision of your life. Where do you want to go in life? Where is your last destination? Or what are some destinations that you want to visit on your journey? In another life planning related video, I heard something incredible as well that I would like to share with you. He was saying if you have a life plan, you're ahead of 99% of all human beings. So majority of the people don't really have a plan when it comes to living intentionally and having a vision. So mostly people think about little goals or small things in life, such as buying that really nice car or, getting that really nice girl and stuff like that. But what we're talking about here is something much bigger than that. It is basically the big picture. If you know where you want to go in life, if you have your life vision, your big goal, your biggest, wildest dream, great. If you don't, I totally understand that. It is daunting. It's a huge question to answer. And you know what it is? It also changes. The answer to that question will evolve and should evolve as you grow, as you become a better version of yourself. So your life vision is not something that you find and that's it as well. So I understand how complicated, how hard it is to actually answer this one huge question. But if you don't have a life vision, then I would recommend you to start thinking about it. You can start thinking about separate areas in life, such as romance, success, finances, friends, separate areas, and then you can bring them all together one day to see your bigger life vision. Try to imagine and visualize where you want to be in 10, 20, 30, 40 years. That's a great exercise to understand your life purpose. Try to get to know yourself as well, because your core values play a huge role in your life vision. Again, I know that it is huge, but start thinking about it slowly, and in time it will refine itself. The more you understand life, the more you understand the areas that are more important to you, and the more you think about it, the more it will come clearer and clearer in your mind. Number 2 in a life plan is actually separate big goals in all the 12 life areas. Of course, this number changes for everybody. I like to separate life areas into 12 different categories. Some people separate them into 7, some people do it for 10. So these are actually the 12 life categories that I think are the most important for pretty much everybody's life. So for the next step of life planning, you need to think about these 12 life areas separately. Think about where you are at the moment for these life areas, and also start thinking about where you want to be in 10 years or 20 years. Start setting goals for these life areas, long-term goals for 1 year, 2 year, 5 year, 10 year, and 20 years. Those are my recommendations. And if you need any help with setting goals, you can actually go ahead and watch this video after this one to see my whole process of goal setting and maybe some freebies that will also help you in the process. One of the best tips from that video is actually starting with the 20-year goals, the 20-year bucket lists or visions, and breaking them down to, shorter periods of time. What that does is you imagine 20 years of time, which is a little bit easier to imagine because you don't have to limit yourself to what you can achieve. We decide that we can do more things in a longer period of time, so you can actually create a vision that is crazy for you today. But then you can start thinking backwards and say, if I need to accomplish that in 20 years, what do I have to accomplish in 10 years? If I want to be there in 10 years, where do I have to be in 2 years? And if you go backwards like this, reverse engineer a little bit, you'll understand better what you need to do this year and the next years and the 5 years and whatever. And that will make you understand how that vision and how that goal setting process is all going to come together in the end. And the last step of a life plan is actually taking actions. This could be adapting habits, this could be gaining new skills, this could be taking actions in terms of accomplishing certain tasks towards a goal. This could be anything really, but it is actually taking real action towards your goals that are serving your life vision. Again, we're reverse engineering everything. We know the big picture, and now we're making the connection of the daily things that you can do today to have the life that you want in the future. And sometimes the connection is not that strong. I get that. For instance, if you're a student working on, differential equations today, you might not make the connection in your head right now. How is this one topic in mathematics will help me become a doctor in 5 years? I understand that, but it is the case. These little things that you might not see the connection today are actually going to accumulate and serve this one single goal that you have in your life. Maybe it's, going to a nice uni, or maybe it is getting the job that you imagine having, like when you think about your future. So these are the little things, again, reverse engineered from your life vision, and they're generally really easy and fast things that you can incorporate in your daily life. It is actually your duty to understand what is that connection for you, what is your goal, and what are the things that you do today, and how are these things gonna serve the biggest goal in your life, the life vision. If you make that connection, everything you do today will be so much easier, and again, you will be living intentionally on this path. To be able to break things down, the bigger goals to monthly goals, to weekly goals, to daily goals, I have a tool for you that is completely for free, and you can download it in the description box below if you want. Again, it's a free goal setting worksheet that you can print out today, start filling today, put it on your wall, put it on your desk, and start taking action towards your life plan today. And there's one extra step I didn't talk about when it comes to life planning, and that is to review and adjust. Like I said in the beginning, your life vision, if not the life vision, the goals, the big goals in the life areas will definitely change. There's no question about that, because you will change. You will have experiences that shape you in a different way. You're probably on a personal development journey that will, again, change the way you think, so your goals will change. It is important to go back and review those goals and your life vision in general on a regular basis to see if you're still feeling connected. Because if you don't, because if that thing is just there because you said it a couple of years ago, you're not going to be able to find that connection we talked about before. You have to still have that life vision, the one burning desire in your heart to be able to move forward with your life plan. So this is life planning in a gist. Now let's answer the question, should you do life planning, or why should you do life planning in general? To be able to answer those questions, I have more questions for you. 1, do you have ambitions? 2, do you have dreams? 3, do you want to feel in control of your future to the best you can? 4, do you want balance in your life within those 12 different life areas? Most people talk about work-life balance, but I believe in balance in all the 12 life areas. So do you need that, or do you want that balance in your life? And 5, do you want to understand where you want to go? And do you want to know how to get there? If you answered any of these questions yes, then yes, you do need life planning. You should start planning your life. The good news is though, I can help. You don't have to go on this journey alone. I understand again how hard it is to answer these big questions and how to see the big picture when you're just starting out. So here's the thing. I will be launching a new platform for a very small community only about life planning. It will be interactive and it will be incredible. We will be talking about vision, goal setting, motivation, procrastination, time management, everything that is tied together with life planning in general. And possibly some other things that will help you out with the other areas other than the life planning part of your life. So if you want to save a seat in that community, you can join the waitlist for free that is linked in the description box below, and all the details will follow in the upcoming weeks. So yeah, life planning and goal setting, these are all huge decisions to make, and it is not easy. And that is why my next video is also going to be amazing for you, because we will be talking about how to make decisions when you don't know what to do. Make sure that you hit that notification bell so that you won't miss that video. And after this, I don't think that you would want to miss that. And again, before I go, don't forget to save your seat in that community, because I will be opening the registration for that community only a couple of times in the year. And again, I know that you don't want to miss it out as well. If you're interested in planning, life planning, and personal development, I think these 2 videos are going to be amazing for you to watch after this. And if you're still not a part of the family, you can join by clicking here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope it was useful, and I will see you in the next video.